Harold said unceremoniously. "Oh, Claire, you are back in just half an hour? Did you even fail to enter the door of the M Grand Group?" Ha 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 ha. His sister Wendy also sneered. "Oh, Sister Claire, she failed in less than an hour. You also broke the record, right?" Old Mrs. Wilson's expression also turned gloomy. The M Grand Group project is indeed extremely difficult. Even if Claire fails to reach a conclusion, she should at least be cautious, right? It really made her angry to give up so quickly. So, the old Mrs. Wilson stared at her and said coldly, "Claire, you disappointed me too much." Charlie frowned immediately when she heard this. This group is too disgusting, right? Don't ask about the outcome of the matter. Let's make a mockery first, regardless of whether it is indiscriminate or not. Especially Harold, the tortoise bee at starred. What the H*LL are you doing? He will kowtow later. Claire was originally excited, but at this moment, everyone's words were undoubtedly pouring cold water. With anger in her heart, she said, "I'm sorry, I disappointed you all. The M Grand Group's Doris has already negotiated with me for the project cooperation." "What? You talked about it?" "Impossible. How is it possible? You can't even see Doris's face." Everyone was stunned. "Claire, do you think we will believe it?" Harold came back to his senses and immediately slapped the table and said angrily, "Doris of the M Grand Group is a well-known business elite in the city. How could she meet you? What identity do you have?" Facing everyone's doubts and accusations, Claire directly took out the contract and handed it to Mrs. Wilson. "This is the project contract of the M Grand Group. Please have a look. This contract is like a bomb, causing the atmosphere of these people on the scene to burst suddenly." Harold still didn't believe it, and shouted loudly, "This must be her forged contract. I don't believe that she can handle the M Grand Group." "That's it." Wendy also added fuel and jealousy to the side. "How can she win the M Grand Group's contract? This is a big project of 30 million. If she is be able to it, I will have negotiated it." Claire sneered and said, "Cousin, you are wrong. This contract is not 30 million, but 60 million. Get off." Wendy grinned and said, "A contract of 60 million? Are you not embarrassed to say it? Are we really fools? You can sign 60 million, and I say I can sign 100 million. Harold also said with a cold face, "Claire, you are playing Grandma and us as monkeys." After he finished speaking, he said to Mrs. Wilson, "Grandma, at first, this is a big treachery. You can't spare her." The old Mrs. Wilson also gritted her teeth angrily. She felt that 90% of the 30 million was worthless. After half an hour, Claire ran back and told her that she signed 60 million. Isn't this treating her as a fool in front of so many people? Really be the head of the family for nothing? This kind of unscrupulous offspring, if she can't drive out, how can she stand in the family in the future? Old Mrs. Wilson was anxious, slapped the table, and shouted, "Claire, go to the personnel department to go through the resignation procedures immediately." Claire's expression was stunned. Are these people crazy? She opened the contract and took a look. Can they still not believe? At this moment, someone suddenly yelled, F***CK. M Grand Group's official statement is released. The 60 million contract is true. With this roar, everyone was shocked. Afterwards, everyone hurriedly took out their mobile phones and went to the official account of M Grand Group. Really? The official service account of M Grand Group released a push. The M Grand Group's 2 billion hotel project signed the first partner. The group's vice chairman Doris and Oris Hill Wilson's representative Claire signed a 60 million decoration contract. Seeing this title, everyone is crazy. Claire actually talked about the project. And the amount doubled. It has only been more than half an hour. How could it be so easy? This is totally illogical. Harold was shocked and regretted. Before today, Claire was incomparable with himself in terms of status and identity. If he accepted this task yesterday, no matter if he had negotiated it or not, he would not give Claire a chance to show her face. In the end, he turned down because he was afraid of failure. It doesn't matter if he refused it, the key is that Claire actually made it. This is simply slapped in the face.